We put the recording on just to hear your prayer.
Perfect. Alright, let's remember the holy presence of God in the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. Since it's hump day, just take a deep breath and just be thankful for the first half of the week. Hopefully Scott and Connor can take a deep breath out there here. And then for the second half of the week, just give us the strength to get through it and help Lang get back, fill out our class, get more efficient with our seats. So, alright, amen. So you talk about those out.
Pray for us.
Jesus in our hearts.
Okay.
All right, so you're supposed to be doing your reading each night. When I say bring notes, I want you to just bring the answers to the questions. All right, if you go to the topics page, it says questions for chapter 4. Again, you could type them, handwrite them, just bring them to class on Friday. Say like Charlie's going through it, there's a question he doesn't know, just leave a blank and you could ask before I either collect them or check them or do whatever I'm gonna do with them. Okay, any questions on that?
All right, we prayed.
Okay. Here's what I was thinking. So we did timer yesterday, right? Taste, income, market size, expectations, related goods. All right, today I'm gonna give you the 7 shifters of supply. I was gonna give you a quiz on Friday that said, name the 5 shifters of demand, name the 7 shifters of supply. I'll let you vote on it. You want that quiz or not want? How many people want that quiz? That's, we'll have it. All right, so it's not, I'm giving you the question, right? It's not gonna be tricky. It's literally gonna have shifters of demand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then shifters of supply, 1 through 7. Okay, so all you have to do, I guess, is memorize those 12 things. And we know timer, at least that's the acronym. I'll give you an acronym today. All right. There was the feedback. I don't think I've ever taught this lesson without someone saying quantity demanded versus demand. I think that's normal to be confused. Quantity demanded is just a slide down. Now, someone said, why doesn't price shift the curve? Because if you go from P1 to P2, it only affects the quantity at that certain number. Okay, obviously, if you do the other one, P2 to P1, it only affects quantity. So that's quantity demanded. It's not demand. The change in demand shifts the whole curve. And that's timer, right? That has to be income, taste and preferences, related goods, and there at P1, at PO, at whatever this would be, there's a bigger demand for goods at every price.
Okay, so that's that. Related goods, substitutes and complements, we'll do a little practice on today. And I think I just talked about why price doesn't shift the curve.
All right. If you don't get it totally, all I would say is like, look over your notes again when you go home, and then we're gonna practice it, all right? And I forgot when the next quiz is, but it's probably like at the end of next week, like I think Thursday or something. So I'm giving us time to get used to it. Most people take time to get used to it. So don't feel bad. Just, try to go over your notes and get it. All right, let's just try to answer this question in your head. And we'll talk about it in a minute. By the way, if you feel, because we're gonna do some problems based on yesterday's work, if you want to take out yesterday's notes, of course, feel free to. Okay. Who's got A as an alpha? B as in broccoli. Good. C as in Caroline. D as in dogwood. Okay, I like the people who are brave enough to stand. E as in Ellen. Connor? Which of the following will cause the demand for milk to decrease? Am I expecting the curve to shift based on what they're asking me here?
No. Yes.
If it's not going to shift, how would they phrase it?
Quantity.
Quantity demanded, okay? Would that change your answer, Connor?
No.
Okay. All right, so what did you pick?
I picked B.
Okay, well, an increase in the price of milk. Here are the 5 shifters. You tell me which one is it? Is it taste and preference?
No.
Is it income?
Yeah, I guess, the price.
Did income in the United States go up?
No.
Is it market size?
No.
Is it expectations of future prices?
No.
Is it substitutes or complements?
No.
It's not gonna shift the curve, then, okay? Okay, so therefore, what would shift the curve here? B, a decrease in income and timer will shift the curve. Okay? Okay. Yes, sir.
Could we shift the curve except?
Which one?
E, but it will cause the demand to increase.
Yeah. Yeah. And an increase in the price of a substitute good also would shift the curve, but demand's gonna shift right. Okay. Good job, that was good. All right. All right, on your note sheet. We didn't get to this yesterday, I put it in today. There are 2 types of goods. There's normal goods. As income increases, demand increases. Okay, a normal good is as income increases, demand increases. And as income goes down, demand goes down. Okay. Now I gave you some examples, but the best way, they will, in a problem, usually go like cars, in parentheses, a normal good. And you'll assume it's a normal good unless they say anything else. Okay. An inferior good, oh geez. As income increases, demand falls. And as income falls, demand increases. So in 2008, when the United States was in a recession, there was one Fortune 500 company that stock went up, McDonald's. Because people still wanted to eat out, but instead of eating out at Outbacks, now you're making less money, income down, demand for McDonald's up. I was so poor when I was a kid. I used to call it McDonald's Steakhouse. Because I thought it was like great food. Jeez. Okay. Let's just do this in our heads like we did the last one. Which of the following will cause the quantity demanded of milk to decrease? Give you a minute. So is the curve going to change on this one?
No.
All right. Who's got A as an alpha? A's a shifter, right? Cisco said no. B as in broccoli. Also a shifter. C as in Caroline. Not a shifter. How come no one picked this? D as in dogwood. Okay. Alright, so an increase, if I went from P1 to P, an increase would decrease quantity supplied, right? I go from 30 to 20. And by the way, I don't remember, like, one thing I like about econ, like to me, I don't memorize things. I don't memorize that. I just draw this graph and I go, wow, if price increases, yeah, quantity demanded is gonna decrease. All right, good job. You guys hit that one. All right. You have a chart there, right? That says something? What does it say? Shifters and increase or decrease? All right, so let's do the first one together. Population. What shifter do you think that would be?
Market size.
Market size. All right, would it increase or decrease demand? Okay, that's what I want you to do for the next set. If you need your notes from yesterday, that's fine. Go, I'll give you a couple of minutes. Related. What do you find you start with that?
I think I wrote it on the same definition
For which one?
for normal and period.
Normal. Demand and income go the same way,
Okay.
and period there. All right. No problem. There's a case.
It's like
I video it in the past few years. What?
it's like substitutes. That's really good.
Mr. Versus, are hamburgers and burgers the same?
Hamburgers and burgers are the same.
Okay.
Which one are you looking at?
8.
Yeah. All right. Felix, incomes fall due to recession. I'm gonna say the shifters income. What's gonna happen to demand, increase or decrease?
Well, I said,
Decrease. Okay, good job. All right. Any questions? Any questions on that one? Okay. Who's got the next one? Price of tacos, a substitute decreases. You said decrease? All right, so price of tacos decreases. People are gonna buy more tacos, less hamburgers. So demand for hamburgers is gonna decrease. Okay? Good job. Logan, what's number 4?
I said determinant and then decreases.
What's it determine? Is it taste and preference? Is it income? Is it market size? Is it expectation? Is it related
It's
goods?
not a shifters.
So then is the curve gonna shift? So no change. What is gonna change? Quantity demanded. Quantity demanded. Okay? We're good on that one? New health craze. Ben,
The preferences, and it's gonna decrease it.
decreased taste and preference. Are you have a question, Thomas, or you're?
Yeah.
Huh? You're good? All right, hamburger restaurants announced they will significantly increase prices next month. Scott,
Increased demand.
say that again?
Increased demand and the is expected.
Right. All right, prices are gonna go up. People are gonna demand hamburgers today to get them at a cheaper price. Okay, and that's expectation.
So you can't really save hamburgers. You can't really buy them now and save them from a restaurant.
Yeah, but if you're gonna eat out, you're gonna eat out at a cheap. If you're gonna argue, is this the best use of expectations? No, it isn't. You're right. Price of fries, a compliment increases. Price of fries, a compliment increases. You're on, Connor.
Demand down because of related goods.
Okay, so the price, if you're gonna buy fries and hamburgers, the price of fries go up. You're gonna buy less fries, therefore less hamburger. Okay. And by the way, sometimes they're gonna put two things and they're gonna call it a compliment that don't really go together. Just listen to what they say. Cause they just don't want you to figure out like hamburgers and fries or the fishy net. Restaurant lowers its price of burgers to 50 cents. 50 cents. Holy cow, Dom, that's not the sage. I'll tell you that. What's gonna go on there?
I wasn't here yesterday, but I guess it would increase.
But you watched the video, right?
Somewhat that I watched.
Dom. I love you dearly, but do you think I take videotape these because like it makes me healthier? That's not my feel, so
Thank you.
all right. Did they even say this was important when I, yeah, it's okay, it's just gonna go 2 kids. So it's just all right. But this is, I love you. I get it, you're sick, you don't wanna watch the video. Yeah, take this appointment.
I came into school through.
By the way, and if you could in the future, if you want to just come to a different class. That's great. Like, I know you might want your free period, but anyway. All right. Anyone could get number 8?
There'd be no change.
No change because price doesn't shift. Okay? All right. For both of you, just being serious, because I was just kidding around before. It's important for you guys to watch that video because this is really the foundation of the whole semester. So I don't want you to fall behind. Okay?
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, any questions on any of these? Logan, you good? Ben? Okay. All right, we're gonna go to supply then, if you guys feel good. Supply defined. All right, now, you're thinking of supply as a producer. What do producers want to do? They want to make the most money, all right? So when we're thinking about supply, it's a cost line, that's how much it costs to make things. And you're gonna supply when you can make the most money. All right, I probably wrote the definition of supply down. As we go on, I think I start to write more and more of the definitions in your notes, so you don't have to just copy them down. Now,
The law of supply,
if price increases and nothing else changes, the only thing that happens is price increases. Am I gonna wanna supply more or less product? Jack, what do you think? More or less?
Repeat it, please.
Sure. If price goes up and nothing else changes. Do you think I wanna supply more or less product? More? More, Thomas?
I would say less because there's less quantity demanded.
Nothing changed.
So if just price, then yeah, you want to sell more.
Yeah, you're gonna wanna sell more, cause you're gonna make more profit. If I'm selling something, if I'm selling this marker for $1 and it costs me 50 cents, I make 50 cents. But if I'm selling it for $2. And it costs me 50 cents, I'm making $1.50.
so the law of supply is there's a direct relationship between price and quantity supply.
Yes, sir.
That's assuming that people actually pay $2.
I said, right, nothing else changed, yes. Okay, there's a direct relationship between price and quantity supply. Price goes up, suppliers want to supply more. Okay, so the law of demand was an inverse relationship between price and quantity. The law of supply is a direct relationship. So that being said, what's the supply curve gonna look like? Upward or downward sloping? Upward, okay?
All right. We don't need this. All right, we're here.
Here is graphing the supply curve. All right, the axes, you just need P and Q. You don't have to write price of milk, you could write P, you could just write Q. You don't need supply, you could write S. You don't have to put the numbers, just do the axes, P, Q, upward sloping supply curve.
All right, what if there are new and more productive
Milking machines. So we're talking about the milk market. How about if technology, the milk production increases? What would that do to that supply curve? Grant, how you doing?
Doing good.
Just good?
Yeah.
All right, we gotta try to get you to grade by the end of the day, okay? Did you do your 3 good things?
Not all of them, but I did a couple of them.
Give me one.
Woke up this morning.
Okay, that's a great thing. All right, Grant. What's gonna happen to the supply curve?
Going to get it right.
Okay, good job. A little more confidence, Griff, but otherwise, good job. All right, so same thing.
As yesterday, I'm gonna put an arrow, I'm gonna go S to like S2. And notice, when I say change in supply, the whole curve shifts. At every price point, I am now supplying more than I used to. Okay, so they could use the word change in supply, shift of supply, increase in supply. All is every price. If I raise the price of milk from $1 to $4 and I slide up the line, it's a change in quantity supply. Okay? be a change in quantity supply. Yes, sir.
For the supply and demand graphs, do the lines ever like touch the axes?
They'll intersect. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah, so is this showing that like, if they were selling milk for $1, they'd only make 10?
Now, all this is saying is if they're selling milk for $1 here, they supply 10 gallons. Here, they supply 30.
Okay,
Profit is, you cannot determine the profit here.
okay.
I like same question, because the price so low, you only do such a limited quantity just because there's such little profit.
Yeah, to say no at $1, right? Okay, good questions. Notice, price is nothing to do with pricing. We shifted the curve. Now, next thing, what if the price for dairy cows, which you need for milk, increases drastically?
Two shifts to the left.
It's gonna shift to the left. Like resource price. Things become more expensive to make milk. I'm gonna make less money. I'm gonna supply less. And again, I'm gonna go from S1 to S2. I'm gonna notice at every price, I'm now supplying less. Change in supply, shift of supply, decrease in supply. The whole curve goes with it. Okay. All right. So we said we're gonna do that quiz on Friday. We had the timer, taste, income, market size, expectations, related goods. Taste, income, market size, expectations. Now I'm gonna give you the 7 shifters of supply. Resources. A resource is anything that makes them. So like for this shirt, it could be the cotton, it could be the labor, it's the wages. All of those are resources. If wages go up, the cost of making the shirts more expensive, firms make less money, they don't supply decreases. Wages go down, which is a rarity, firms make more money, supply increases. Alternative production. Isaac, you could make sweaters and shirts. Which one do you think, what's going to determine what you make? What do you think the goal of every company is?
To make the most.
Yeah, so you're gonna produce what you make the most. So alternative production is, you have sweaters and shirts, you're gonna produce what you can make the most. You could grow wheat or corn, you're gonna grow as a farmer what you can make the most. That's alternative production. Technology. I think you know technology. Number of sellers. Yes.
Sorry, go back for
Sure.
alternative production, that's just make whatever sells the most.
Yeah, you're gonna support, yeah, yes. Whichever is the most profitable. Number of sellers, sometimes it's counterintuitive. The more sellers, the greater the supply. So I think we have an NFL football team. We get to see 8 home games. If the Eagles move to Baltimore, we get to see 16 home games. Okay? If a new cereal comes out, the supply of the cereal market increases. Each individual supplier might supply less, but the supply of the cereal market increases. All right, I'll get to subsidies in a second. Expectations of future profit. If I know in 3 months prices of cars are gonna go up and I'm gonna make more money, I'm gonna supply less today. I'm gonna wait to 3 months to sell my cars. A subsidy is like a government incentive. So the government wants you to grow carrots. Now let's go with corn. They might give you $2 for every bushel of corn you grow. So as a farmer, you're gonna grow a lot of corn because you want to get the $2 per bushel, because that's pure profit. Subsidies, at least for now, till we get to externalities, subsidies shift supply to the right. Taxes shift supply to the left. Any questions on the 7 shifters? Now, you're not gonna need any examples for Friday. You're gonna just need to list these 7 like that. Okay, so. Okay. All right, we don't need you don't need your boards because we don't have a lot of time. Just we'll do it in our heads. Which of the following will cause the quantity supplied for milk to decrease? Logan, before I ask for hands, is the curve gonna shift here? No. No, okay, good job. All right, who's got A as in alpha? B as in broccoli? Okay. A decrease in the number of milk suppliers, is that a shifter? Yes. Is the curve gonna shift that? Yeah, that would be a decrease in supply. Not a decrease in quantity supply. Okay? C as in Caroline. An increase in the price of milk. Sister, here's what I do. I don't memorize anything. Up here, I have the graph. Are you with me? If I go from P1 to P2, what happens to supply? Quantity supply.
Oh, goes up, goes up.
Yeah, we want it to go down. Okay, so it's D as in dogwood. All right. We'll save that for tomorrow. Why don't you fill out your sheets?